What's up, guys? Today I want to do a video. It's about Muay Thai. It's about American Muay Thai. I think I did a video about this, similar video to this, but a little bit different. But I feel like this is where a lot of American Muay Thai gyms really mess up. And that is they don't spar hard. A lot of Muay Thai, now don't get me wrong, there's some good Muay Thai gyms here that do spar hard for sure, and that's the ones you should visit or train at if possible, for sure. But I feel like a lot of American Muay Thai gyms have bought into the philosophy that the Thais don't train hard, or the Thais don't spar hard, and you shouldn't spar hard. And to me, I think that's delusional and wrong. I've been to Thailand 5 times, and some of the Thais do spar hard. It just depends on where you go, and it also depends on what they're doing. Like, I've been to Pechindi, I've been to Fairtex, I've been to Phuket Top Team, I've been to Tiger Muay Thai, I've been to Max Muay Thai. I've been to a good 5 or 6 gyms in Thailand and trained a decent amount of time at each one. I was there. I've spent a total of about 5 months in Thailand. I've been 5 times, and I stayed a full month each time, right? So what happens is a lot of the Thais over there, they don't spar kickboxing hard. But when I went to Pechindi and trained in Bangkok, these guys were amazing. They trained harder than any gym I went to, and they sparred boxing hard. Everyone, they put headgear on. Another misconception that a lot of Thais can't box, and I don't think that's true either. I think they can box. They just don't focus on that a lot for Muay Thai, because its hands are scored the lowest in their point system. But a lot of the Thais can box, and a lot of them do. They spar hard. At Fairtex, they would box and they would go hard. The good high level fighters would. And at Pechindi, I remember going in there one day. These kids were doing, I think they did 10 3-minute rounds straight of boxing sparring, and it was all 100% headgear on, going hard. Now, when they spar Muay Thai is when they spar light to save their legs, because and not to get injured, not to kick elbows, not to kick knees, and not to injure their feet and legs, right? But as far as actual sparring hard for the fight, they sparred hard at boxing, and honestly, at Pechindi, they were doing it sometimes a couple of days a week. So they were ready for that pace. They were ready for, even though Muay Thai tends to start slow over there for the betting and stuff, they did spar hard. Multiple gyms that I went to, they sparred boxing very hard. They just didn't spar Muay Thai as hard because they fight more frequently. But I also don't understand that mindset of a Muay Thai gym here in America not wanting to spar hard when they don't fight that frequently. Let's be realistic. If you're an American Muay Thai fighter, even if you're a pro, you're lucky to get 5 or 6 fights a year. Like, some of these Thais will get 12 or 15 fights per year. So it's some of them will fight twice a month. Some of them will get 20, 25 fights a year, depending on how little damage they take, right? So that concept of not sparring hard because you don't want to be injured for a fight is something someone should do if they're fighting every month or they're fighting frequently. If you're fighting once every 2 or 3 months, let's say the average fighter only gets probably 4 fights a year, maybe 5 if he's early on in his career, 5 or 6 fights, and then there's a certain number of fights at that point. Once you're experienced enough, you're not going to get that many frequent fights here in America. So if you're a Muay Thai gym, especially if you're in MMA, if you teach MMA and you have MMA fighters, I definitely think they should be sparring hard. And I don't understand. I've still never understood why people buy into this philosophy of not sparring hard, and especially in Muay Thai. So just my opinion, just my thoughts. When I went to Thailand, the 5 times I've been to Thailand, I saw plenty of hard sparring. So don't let people think otherwise, because they did spar very hard. And they also sparred light. I agree. I think you need to do both for sure, but there needs to be a balance. And I think here in America, it's kind of been a balance of only sparring light versus not mixing both in. So something to think about, guys. If you're new to martial arts and you're looking for a guide to find a gym near you, get my book, The Ultimate Guide to Choosing Your Martial Arts School and Instructor. Link is in the description below. Thank you, guys. Any other subjects or questions or anything you'd like me to talk about, leave a comment below. Thank you, guys.